led to his release. Plus, a train collision in Winter Haven sent 2 people to the hospital. We'll tell you what happened coming up next.
Live from KYMA Studios, this is News 11 Nightside, your #1 source for news in the Desert Southwest.
Thank you for joining us. Heather Yako has the night off. Well, at 5:40 this evening, Rural Metro got a call about a train collision in Winter Haven, California, where Winter Haven Fire responded. Rural Metro also responded with 2 ambulances where they transported 2 patients to Yuma Regional Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. A bystander who lives nearby said that he heard the crash and it sounded like tinny, like metal hitting. No details on what caused the collision, and Imperial Valley Sheriff's Office and Union Pacific are investigating. Well, police are looking for a hit-and-run driver who killed 3 teenage girls out trick-or-treating in Santa Ana, California. The girls were in a crosswalk when the crash happened not far from home. NBC's Beverly White has more.
Scenes of genuine horror on this Halloween night where 3 schoolgirls out trick-or-treating were mowed down by a speeding car in a crosswalk and killed near their homes. Crowds quickly formed as news of the tragedy on Fairhaven spread.
We have several witnesses that witnessed the collision, and we have located what we believe to be at this time the suspect vehicle.
2, possibly 3 men parked the car in this nearby strip mall and ran. It's a Honda CR-V with significant front-end damage. This woman was nearby and heard the impact.
And I heard people screaming, and I turned around and I saw a vehicle leaving the scene. The window was messed up. The car was pretty bad.
Neighbors grieved the girls, all 13 years old, including 1 set of twins.
They were always laughing. They always had a smile on their face.
That's just unbelievable. They don't put their face to at least say that they just ruined 3 lives.
Investigators say they've got a long night ahead looking for the men in the vehicle and counseling the families. This woman is hopeful the killers take responsibility.
I wish I could have said something to them, to the fact to just stop. I know that they were scared. They had to be because the way the car looked.
4 people are in critical condition after being hit by a car while trick-or-treating in Phoenix Friday. Police say that victims included a 23-year-old woman who was in a wheelchair, 2-year-old boy, 10-year-old girl, and 25-year-old man. A 5th person who was hit had minor injuries. The driver told police he didn't see the group as they were crossing the road, and the accident is under investigation. Well, a 3rd teenager has died after being shot in the Washington State High School last week. 14-year-old Shayla Techneleskit died from her injuries Friday afternoon at Providence Regional Medical Center in Everett. A staff member read a statement from her family.
Our hearts are broken at the passing of our beautiful daughter. Shay means everything.
Well, the family also thanked the community and hospital staff for their support. 2 other students remain hospitalized, and the shooter, 15-year-old Jalen Freiberg, shot and killed himself. Well, Virgin Galactic founder Richard Branson said he's grieving over Friday's fatal test flight accident, but it is determined to move forward. At a news conference, Branson said that humanity's greatest achievements often happen after suffering great pain. He praised the bravery of the test pilots and resiliency of the Galactic Virgin flight team. Branson said that the company will push on blindly, but will learn from what went wrong and eventually make commercial space flight a reality.
We are determined to honor the bravery of the pilots and the teams here by...
And the U.S. Marine who spent 8 months behind bars in Mexico for crossing the border with loaded guns has finally been released. This is video of retired Marine Sergeant Andrew Tomaresi reuniting with his family Friday evening. The 26-year-old Florida man was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder shortly before his arrest. His attorney pushed for his release, saying Mexican authorities have no experience treating PTSD. Several U.S. politicians, veterans group, and celebrities, including Marine veteran Montel Williams, called on Mexican officials to release him.
We are as respectful and thankful of the Mexican government, of the judicial system, and everybody that's been involved.
Tomaresi was reunited with his mother and will receive treatment for PTSD in the U.S. Well, it looks like the 70s are finally here. Let's see if they're here to stay and take a look outside at the beautiful Skycam. Thank you, Yuma Rehabilitation Hospital, for that beautiful view of Yuma right now. And let's take a look at the current temperatures here in El Centro. It's 62 degrees, and Blythe 65, Yuma it's 67. So those 60s are here, and I can definitely feel that it is cooler out there. Also, well, that's live shot again, just in case you missed it. It's Yuma. Thank you again, Yuma Rehabilitation Hospital, for that shot. And here's me. So let's see. It doesn't look like our weather's working, but we'll get you that full weather forecast after the break.
Thank you, Calexico, for watching KYMA News 11, where news comes first. KYMA News 11, where news comes first. Live from KYMA Studios, this is News 11 Nightside, your #1 source for news in the Desert Southwest.
Welcome back. Well, yesterday marks the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there's an exciting new treatment doctors are using for patients with a specific highly aggressive form of breast cancer. It's a drug cocktail of sorts that's having amazing success. Jennifer Francinati has more.
Traditionally, when you think of breast cancer, you think of a lump. Like, it's going to be like this lump. It's going to be circular in shape. So I didn't have a lump. I had a thickening of the skin.
It was a self-breast exam that...
Nina Pham was reunited with her dog Bentley this morning. It was all hugs and kisses. This short video clip was shot by the Dallas Animal Service Center where the reunion took place. Nurse Pham contracted Ebola last month at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas while caring for a Liberian man who died of the disease. Dallas officials feared the dog would also develop the deadly virus, so he was put in quarantine for 21 days on an abandoned Navy base in Dallas. But the dog tested negative for Ebola and was released today. Well, the holiday shopping season is kicking off this year, even earlier than usual. This weekend, nearly 2 months before Christmas, retailers locked in some fierce competition. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez went looking for those deals.
This morning, the Halloween decorations may be coming down, but the holiday shopping season is heating up.
Well, in an era where everyone has a camera phone, a lot of amateur videos make the news, which inspires more people to shoot video, which in turn makes more headlines. It's a fame frenzy that crosses a line when Jake Gyllenhaal buys a camera in the new film Nightcrawler. Here's Raphael Seth with those box office previews.
Excuse me, I have something you'll be very excited about.
A picture is worth $1,000 in Nightcrawler. Jake Gyllenhaal's a freelance paparazzo filming murder and mayhem in L.A., but when he starts inserting himself in the crimes he captures, showbiz and fame upstage morality.
Also out this week, a 10th anniversary re-release of the modern classic Saw. I remember when that movie came out. Well, Game of Thrones fans have a lot to celebrate. We'll tell you what's in the works coming up after the break. And the evening temperatures are inching down into the 60s. We'll let you know what you need to prepare for the next coming week. Just stay with us on News 11, where news comes first.
Weather Camera, brought to you by Yuma Rehabilitation Hospital.
All right, well, welcome back. Well, I thought the day would never come. It's actually cooler in the evening, so let's take a look outside at the, let's just get to your current temperatures. It's actually 66 degrees right now in Yuma with 38% humidity and 40% dew point. The winds are coming in from the west-northwest at around 13 miles per hour. It's kind of actually breezy out there. And in El Centro, it's 62 degrees with 50% humidity and 43% dew point, with the winds coming in from the west-southwest. It's pretty cool over there in El Centro right now. I was over in the Imperial Valley earlier and I could feel that. Well, the almanac temperatures for today was a high of 80 and a low of 65. Normally it's around 83 degrees and 57 for your low. And the records dating back to 1962, it was 96 degrees on November 1st back in 1962 and 41 degrees in 1886. I doubt we'll ever beat that record. Well, let's look over some more almanac temperatures in El Centro. Today it's 77 degrees with a low of 67, normally around 84 with a low of 53, but the records for El Centro is 95 dating back to 1997 and a low of 34 in 1971. It's pretty cold for November 1st in this area. All right, on the road, if you're looking to hit the road tomorrow or in the next couple of days, in San Diego, it's kind of cloudy in the high 60s, so you will need a jacket. And it's breezy also in Las Vegas, 65 to 61 degrees tomorrow. And in Phoenix, 79 to 70. You can always count on them having perfect weather, but a bit breezy as well. And if you want to look at the forecast for tomorrow in Yuma, it'll be a high of 80, a little breezy, but mostly clear. And let's see what's going on in El Centro. It's windy tomorrow, about 79 degrees. And don't forget to set your clocks back if you're in California or anywhere other than Yuma. And then let's get you caught up with the 8-day forecast. Looks like high of 70s, rolling down into the mid 80s, and it's just going to be beautifully and clear days all throughout the week, and also in the Imperial Valley, very cool, going mid 70s, upper 80s, and then rounding out your weekend. Oh, we got 2 Saturdays on there. Don't you wish we could have 2 Saturdays like Heather always says? But all in all, beautiful, clear, not much happening. Let's get you caught up on some entertainment. Coming up after the break, we'll let you know if there's another Harry Potter book in the works or movie. I know all you fans out there are hoping that day would come, and I think it might be around the corner. Welcome back. Well, no tricks here. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling is venturing back into the wizarding world and has a special treat for fans this Halloween. She posted a story about the life of the much-hated Hogwarts professor Dolores Umbridge on her Pottermore website. It looks at Umbridge's early years and where she ended up after the events of the books. Rowling says that Umbridge is partly based on a teacher she had that she disliked intensely. And this won't be Rowling's last venture into the Potter universe. She has 3 movies in the works based on the same textbook and more books as well. Well, Seth Rogen has a role, and Game of Thrones fans have a reason to celebrate. Jeremy Roth has those stories and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Seth Rogen is getting dramatic. Variety reports the comedian will play Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak in Jobs, a new Steve Jobs biopic.
Well, that's all we have for entertainment. If you enjoy watching the sky, then you'll be interested in one of the largest sunspots working its way across the solar system. Stay with us. That's coming up right after the break.
Thank you, Yuma.
Well, take a look at this stunning video of Aurora Borealis over Sweden. The sun has been extremely active in the past 2 weeks, and during the second half of October, one of the largest sunspots in nearly 25 years also slowly worked its way across the solar surface. During the 2-week transit, the sun released 36 strong solar flares, and the massive auroras were captured on film over Sweden's national park. They have been dazzling sky watchers in the Arctic for the last several weeks. Wow, I would really like to see something like that here. That's just gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow night for the 10 o'clock show, and we will see you then.